think we have a way for you to take down Drew Quartermain.
I didn't do it.
Who wants to frame you?
You have to do something. He didn't do it.
What makes you so sure?
General Hospital latest update. Drew faces a brutal takedown, Jason is trapped in a deadly frame-up, and Jocelyn spirals under guilt. Meanwhile, Anna stumbles upon a shocking truth. Will secrets explode before it's too late? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital Drew's downfall, Jason trapped, Jocelyn's breakdown, Anna shocked. This week on General Hospital, downfall, deception, and despair. Stella Henry, Verne Watson, has takedown news. Kai Taylor, Jens Austin Astrup, comes to the rescue. Jason Morgans, Steve Burton in a frame-up, and Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy on a guilt trip. Make sure to check out our weekly General Hospital spoilers here. Takedowns. Last week, Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, asked Stella to help him with his plot to ruin Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson in DC. Stella agreed, and now she has an update. She tells him she thinks they have a way for Curtis to take down Drew. Stella mentioned she was close friends with a higher-up in Washington, D.C. who could be a very effective opposition. Sounds like Stella has gotten her D.C. friend to cooperate in ruining Drew in D.C. There's nothing like a good scandal to take down a politician, and Drew's recent actions have all the ingredients for a good scandal. Rescues. Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, is on a high step stool or short ladder painting on a piece of art. High up on a wall, if she were to fall off, it could be a very destructive injury. She turns suddenly and gasps as she starts to lose her balance, and Kai sees her and rushes to her rescue. The painting is hung higher than he is tall, and he's a very tall guy, so it's lucky for Trina he's there, and then their eyes meet. Trina appears to have made a new and deep emotional connection with her rescuer, and moving on from Spencer Cassadine, Nicholas Alexander Chavez, has begun. It's about time that Trina heals from her past and finds new love. Frame UPS. After the disappearance of Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, suspects Jason may have taken him out in spite of her efforts and calls him into the station. Renault had fled after stabbing Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, in the leg with a digitalis-filled syringe, and it was a close call, but he'll live. As Jason sits in the PCPD, Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, suspects a frame-up. Jason tells Diane he didn't do it. Has Cyrus' body been found, or is it just a presumption of death? Diane asks him who wants to frame him. There might be someone that springs to his mind, possibly Jack Brennan, Chris L. McKenna, or maybe Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda? Guilt trips. Now Jocelyn, who actually killed Cyrus in self-defense but let Brennan clean it up, is on a guilt trip, having learned Jason's been brought in. She is nearly in tears as she tells Anna at the PCPD she has to do something. He didn't do it. Anna's spy senses are taking notice as she asks Jocelyn what makes her so sure Jocelyn was filled with vengeance over Dex Heller's Evan Hofer murder. Will Jocelyn break down and confess what happened to Anna if she's to stand a chance of not being considered a vigilante? She'll have to confess everything, including Brennan's part. Today's next update. Brooke Lynn spills the truth about her past, and Chase champions finding her child? General Hospital spoilers gush that Brooke Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Setton, just cracked open a vault of secrets, and it's about to turn her world upside down. She has finally come clean to Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, about a hidden chapter from her past, a fling that ended with a baby she gave up for adoption. Yes, Brooke Lynn has a kid out there somewhere, and Chase may not just sit on the sidelines. Could he be the one who pushes to track down this long-lost child? That may cement the solidity of their marriage even more, but where will it leave Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, and Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofer? General Hospital spoilers, Brooke Lynn's big reveal. Brooke Lynn spilled her guts to Chase about a night she has kept buried for years. We're talking pre-Chase days, back when she was a hot mess, rebounding from some heartbreak with a guy she's not naming to him yet. One thing led to another, and 9 months later, she was secretly giving birth and handing the baby over to an adoption agency. She has carried that weight almost entirely alone, until now. Chase took it like a champ, listening as she laid it all bare. But here's the kicker: instead of pulling back, he's stepping up. Is Brooke Lynn's confession about to spark a whole new mission for these two, or will it crack the trust they've built? General Hospital spoilers hint Chase takes the lead. Chase isn't just nodding and hugging it out. He's ready to dive in head first. He may already be brainstorming ways to find this kid, turning his cop instincts into a husband's crusade. Maybe it's his own heartache over their fertility struggles, knowing he's sterile and can't give Brooke Lynn a baby, that is fueling this fire. Could he see this as a chance to build the family they've dreamed of, even if it's not the traditional way? Brooke Lynn is reportedly torn. Part of her wants to know where her child ended up, but the other part is terrified of what she might find. Chase, though, is all in, and fans are swooning over his ride-or-die vibe. Will he convince her to take this leap, or is he pushing too hard, too fast? General Hospital spoilers: home is where your son is. So where is this juicy plot headed? Chase gets his way, they'll be digging through adoption records by spring. But that would probably mean leaving the father, Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, out of the records search. What happens if they actually find this kid, living in their mansion? Will Brooke Lynn want to step into mom mode, or will she freeze at the idea of appending Giovanni Giopalmieri's Giovanni Mazzalife? Chase might be the hero here, but there is risk as well. What if this search stirs up old wounds or lands them in legal hot water? Fans are split, some cheering for Chase to lead the charge, while others are worried it will strain their marriage before it even gets off the ground. Today's next update: Jocelyn caught in Brennan's web when the WSB frames Jason for Cyrus's murder. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Jocelyn Jax, Eden McCoy, will have a long road ahead to mental recovery after shooting and ultimately killing Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, in self-defense. Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, has protected her and covered up her crime. But what does he intend to do with Cyrus's body, and how does he plan to keep Jocelyn safe? A new crime scene is set up. Brennan will instruct Colette Moreau, Mercedes Lopez Renard, to set up a new crime scene somewhere else, perhaps in Cyrus's room that he rented in Port Charles. Meanwhile, Brennan will go to Corinthos Coffee and fire 2 bullets from one of Jason Morgan, Steve Burton's guns, as Jocelyn fired 2 bullets when she shot Cyrus and put the gun back where he found it. It is only a matter of time before Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, and Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, find Cyrus's body and start to put the pieces from the clues that Brennan wants them to find. They will start to question potential suspects including Jason, Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, and others. Several people will be cleared including Laura Collins, Jeannie Francis, Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, and Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, because they were at the hospital waiting for news on Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson. Eventually, Anna, after examining the evidence that Brennan planted and seeing that Jason's gun fired 2 bullets, will believe that Jason killed Cyrus, even though she implored him not to. Jason Morgan is arrested for the crime and Jocelyn Jax wants to confess. It will only be a matter of time before Jason is arrested for the crime. This will deeply upset those closest to him including Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, and Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard. But Jocelyn will know the truth and want to confess because she doesn't want Jason to go down for a crime that she committed. Brennan will tell her that they made a deal and that a confession is out of the question. He will also entice her to keep silent and promise to prove Jason's innocence in the future. Jocelyn will believe him and be caught in his web for a while. To make matters worse, Jason has an alibi in his twin brother, Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, who will lie and say that he never saw Jason the night that Cyrus was killed. This will make the case against Jason even stronger, and a conviction is very likely. Jocelyn Jax struggles with the truth. As Jason goes on trial for Cyrus's murder, it is looking more and more likely that Jason will be convicted of the crime. Jocelyn, who has been keeping the truth hidden from everyone, will struggle with the truth and want to confess. This will force Brennan to frame another suspect to keep that from happening. Can he stop Jocelyn from revealing the truth before it's too late? Do you think that Brennan will frame Jason for Cyrus's murder? Do you think Jocelyn will finally confess the truth to save Jason? Who will Brennan pin the murder on to keep Jocelyn from talking? Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.